one of the best known paper maps we have is the road map. Almost everybody has a road map. Even if you don't know how to read one or you've never held one, that's all your parents and possibly even you have a road map in your car. And if you don't, you should, because they can get you out of quite a bind.
Presto! And right at their fingertips, modern motorists can have an information bureau on any road they may wish to take.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna learn a little bit of history about the road map. In 1901, the very first official Blue Book was printed. Less of a map book, it was more of a guideline, as it actually had directions from point A to point B and the distances between cities and landmarks. The first road trip happened in 1903 when two good friends and a dog named Bud took off from San Francisco in an automobile and mere 63 days later made it to New York City. Wait, it took them 63 days to go from San Francisco to New York City? Yeah, it took them 63 days. That's insane. That dog is a trooper. Capitalizing on that first road trip, Rand McNally came out with its first road map in 1904. When they made their new automobile road map of New York City and vicinity. Michelin got the tires, Michelin maps. Because Michelin saw the need for a grander road map, and what they did was they printed the very first coast-to-coast road map of the United States. Gas stations were known for giving out road maps. The very first gas station road map was given out in 1913. When Gulf Oil opened up the very first drive-in gas station in Pittsburgh. And what did it do? It gave away a free map to all of its customers. The road map became a little bit more important and a lot easier to read in 1921. Because Congress passed the Federal Highway Act, which laid out new highways, federal roads, and a coast-to-coast countrywide numbering system. Let's get your kicks in 1926, guys. That's when the first map depicting Route 66 was printed, and it was printed by the Bureau of Public Roads. In 1934, it was estimated that 70 million free paper maps were giving out annually. That's a lot of maps. 1945 saw the post-war era, and everybody was hitting the road and going on a family vacation.
Cross-country vacation trip. The real expert is the one who takes the time to discover America.
Which actually saw a change in map styles. The beautiful artistic maps of the 20s and 30s, they were out. What was in was the tourist-centered maps of the post-war era. Now, if you thought that 70 million was a lot, you need to slow your roll. Because in 1964, it was estimated that 200 million free maps were given out annually. 200 million. That means it over doubled in just 30 years. Now that's a crazy, ridiculous amount of maps. The 70s saw a big change. There was less people driving on the road, an oil crisis, fuel prices on the rise, and with all three of those things combined with the fact that everyone seemed to have a paper map, all but one service station stopped handing out paper maps. That service station? Well, that was Exxon. All good things had to come to an end, folks, because in 1981, ExxonMobil handed out its very last free roadmap, officially ending the era of the free gas station roadmap.
Yesterday I heard a lover sigh, goodbye, oh me, oh my. 7 times he got aboard his train, and 7 times he hurried back to kiss his love again and tell her, tootsie, goodbye. Tootsie, don't cry.